get this video on the road. Get this video on the road.
Welcome viewer, I am Murigan.
Okay, let's switch channels.
Welcome viewer, I am Murigan.
I know who you are. Let's go to my channel here. You can't see what I'm doing yet, but welcome to a video from onlylinux.org. And I'm trying to get a link together to share on Facebook, and then I will get to the video. Shareable link. I go to Facebook. Okay. Let me pull this. Transition here. Hello, you can see me now. So I just wanted to stop by and say, hey, I haven't done some videos in quite a long time. Not that I have excuse me, a strong following or anything, but I'd hope to in the future. I'm certainly dealing with some emotional things in my life, so I've put a lot of things on hold for me, and but anyway, we're ready to go, start making videos again and doing what I like to do. I'm a gamer, developer, Linux developer, and it's just what I do, and I'm a bus driver, so been going through some things, and I won't share those with you. Those are kind of a personal thing. If you know me, you may know, and but as some of you may know, I have been trying to get back on at Madison since before school started. Sometimes that you have to lose what's important to you to really know what you had, and that's just certainly been the case for me. And so that's not what this video is about, to throw me a pity party or anything like that. But so I've been going through some things, you know, and I really couldn't commit, but I think I'm ready to commit. I'm trying so hard to deal with, you know, things about what I just spoke about, and it's really hard. And one of the things I enjoy to do, you know, other than bus driving, is do Linux stuff, you know, and you know, there's always a good time to talk about Jesus. I don't talk about him nearly enough, because when you feel as low as I do, and you know, you let junk come into your life, and you want, when you speak Jesus, you really want to feed people, and if you don't think you can feed people, you should probably tame the tongue a little bit, you know. So that's what I've been doing. I actually have my own ministry site and everything that I was led to start, and I've let it go. I mean, I've done some work to it, but not a whole lot, you know, over the last year or so. And but now I think I could commit to it. So I'm going to be doing ministry videos. I'm not so sure when those will start up, but tomorrow at 6 o'clock I'm going to be doing a Linux video. I've been trying to get coding. I went to all Linux here. Well, I mean, I don't know, it's been several months ago, and then certain things that I do in development, I still haven't found. I mean, I know it's there in Linux. I just haven't found the equivalent. I haven't found it. It's out there, because everybody, what I do, what I've always did in development on Windows, other people do on Linux. I just haven't made that complete transition yet as far as the development. As far as the machine goes, I will never run on Windows machine because it's Windows. I mean, hands down, Linux. I mean, I can't think of a. I'd have to struggle to give you a Linux distribution that isn't superior to Windows in every way. Any workflow that I have outside of the development, there's just nothing better. I mean, there's really nothing better in development, but I just haven't made that complete full switch yet on the development end. So anyway, so tomorrow I'm taking a look at Makulu-Max. I'm downloading right now their Max version. They say it's like it's the first of its kind. It's got like an AI in it, and I'm not a fan of artificial intelligence at all. I knew at a young age when consoles and stuff came out and computers came out. That was all over the news. Internet and everything. I remember when the internet came. I mean, I just knew computers were going to take people's jobs, and they do. And it's society that's let that happen. So, I've, now I know that I need to learn some of this stuff, so I don't get behind. Not because I want to be and know about AI. What I want to know is when an AI is coming after me. I want to know when we're under attack. We're cyberly under attack. I want to know when my crafts, at risk, and stuff like that. And if I know AI, I could develop, apps or blocks, to keep attackers away and stuff like that. So if you know about things that you may not necessarily like, it helps you combat those things that you don't like. It may be, it requires me to use it, but, yeah. So anyway, it's got the state-of-the-art AI. The virtual cam looks good. I mean, it looked good on video. I watched the video guy, the developer, was talking all about it, so I kind of wanted to give it a try. I downloaded something called Makulu-Linux, and it was a Windows. It was really like Windows-like, and that's one thing. It's easier to transition over to a system when you've been on Windows for so long, and the system you're on Linux is really close to that. I mean, Windows. I don't see how you can get much closer to a Windows than that, and I think that's why I like. As you can see on my screen, it says only Linux Arch Cinnamon. That is a distribution that I designed. It's not ready for a release to the public. I am sure it would run your machine and everything. I am working. Excuse me. Gee, I swallowed wrong. Good coffee. But anyway, and it's Arch, my system. So with Arch, the reason why I'm running Debian now. Here, I'll just show. I don't think you can see the screen if I brought it up. But anyway, I'm running a actually Debian, but I have been working on a backing, switching from an Arch backing to a Debian backing. So I've been playing with Debian Bookworm for quite some time now. And then I wanted to see how that compared to let's say Linux Mint Debian, which is LMDE 6 or whatever. So that's what I'm actually running right now is that, and it seems pretty good. It seems like I wasn't too bad off, with what I was doing, but uh, I still have a lot to learn. That's why I have not released mine, because I'm trying to get my own themes and my icons and stuff. I want it to be mine. I don't want to take, and it's okay to copy, mimic what someone else does, but I want it to be mine. All mine. As far as like the branding and everything goes. So I'm going to be doing that. Actually, when during summer break, I'll be more able to commit the time that it needs to do that. So right now, if I was to release something, it would be too early, and rightfully I would get flamed. Not too hard. I mean, some people are hard, because there's so many distros out there that they just pretty much what they do is they. I'm not going to flame them, but I mean, being that I've ran Arch, basic Arch, vanilla Arch, what you could call it, Debian, Ubuntu, and Fedora. Well, I mean, there's basically only three: Fedora, Debian, and Arch, and everything's pretty much based off of those. So and a lot of the distros that come out are basically those three. And they got a bunch of settings and themes and icon sets and customizations, and then they release it and call it their own. Not all these distros out there actually develop their own kernel. They use just the basic, and then just put their themes and stuff, and that's okay. It's they can do what they want. And it's not, I'm not trying to take from them, but some of them are what you call spins and not distros at all. And that's not what I want to be. I want to be my own distro, But if I release it anytime soon, I cannot commit to to fixing anything that someone finds. If someone finds that, hey, you did this, but I recommend this, and I may not have time to deal with that just yet. So, and I want to be in a position to where when I get a support ticket, or a ticket, that I can deal with it immediately. So I'm kind of hoping though this AI is not something that I hate, although I don't like AI, but maybe it could help me. I could program it to do a list of jobs, like when someone sends a certain message about something, they could put it in a format that when I come home I could say, oh, the AI found this, and maybe you could make a suggestion based on the information that the person, based on their complaint or their compliment. Maybe I could get it to well, it's supposed to be AI. It's supposed to learn, so it'll learn as it goes, I guess, and it could, help me make the changes. I don't think it could actually. I don't know. I have never messed with an AI, so I can't say what the capabilities of it are, but that's certainly interesting. Maybe it could do some coding for me. Maybe it could. Yeah, that's one thing I could think about doing, because I can do C++ scripts for gaming, and and stuff like that, animation, all that kind of garbage for games. So maybe I could give the AI the script, or the C++ script, and say, can you convert this to Linux? Or ask it, what's the equivalent script in Linux? So, but I would be happy not to have Linux whatsoever on any machine. I think it's garbage. I do. And it is because, they force so many things on you. People still use it for jobs, and to me, I would switch over to Linux. If I had, computer business, I would certainly switch it over to Linux because um, your customers are going to be, in the long run, your customers will pay you more because you're making them happier. The less that you got to come out and fix their crap, the happier they're going to be, and the more money you're going to make. So to me, if I can make more money and do less work, that makes for a much better day. So that's what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm aiming for. So be here tomorrow, 6 o'clock. You can watch either on YouTube, and I'll have a link on Facebook. But at 6 o'clock, we're going to look at Makulu-Linux, and it's going to be the Max version of Makulu. So with that being said, I am out of here. God bless you. Pray for me that I get out of Madison. And just so you know, I don't want anybody thinking that Southwestern is a bad place to work, and it certainly isn't. There is nothing I've encountered, bizarre or otherwise, that would make me want to leave. I mean, it has nothing to do with Southwestern. It has, it's not everything to do with Madison. It has a lot to do with me, mentally, spiritually, physically. There's nothing. Well, we all do things wrong, of course. Businesses do things wrong. Schools do things wrong. The good decisions and bad decisions are both made on all schools and people as individuals. But I am at home at Madison. I am not at home at Southwestern. And it's not the kids being terrible on the bus. Sometimes they are. Sometimes they aren't. Same thing at Madison. Sometimes even the best of my best goofed up. That's because that confirms we're human. We make mistakes, and but I'm at home. My friends work there. My teachers are, work. A lot of teachers still work there. Or actually, my fourth grade teacher is a principal again now. So I don't know. All I know is I'm praying for that. I feel I'm led to that. And that's what I'm going to keep trying for. I just hope that I'm not 100 that time after everybody's already gone from there that know me. I hope I don't have to wait until I'm 100 so I can talk to my students like this, turn around like this, barely able to move. So I hope it happens soon. Very, very soon. I'm talking 2 weeks soon, because that's the absolute quickest that could be is 2 weeks. Because the moment I get authorized, that's when the notice comes. And I'm not eager to drop a notice because they have done nothing wrong, and I'm not going to attempt to be terminated. I mean, that's my last thing I want to do because I may retire from this job. Why would I want to act like a bum, because I want to work somewhere else? It's not their fault. It's not their fault that the way things went down. It has nothing to do with them whatsoever. I do know this. I can say pretty safely that when I was hired at Southwestern the first time, which was, I'm wanting to say 2 or 3 years back, I was hired, and it was actually supposed to start very soon. And one of the ladies that's actually a sub driver now was going to be my training driver when I started at Southwestern. And then something happened at Madison, and I got back on at Madison, or Anyway, something happened, and I ended up staying at Madison. So, but what I brought that up for is, if I'd have started at that point, I probably wouldn't be in a position that I have to keep trying to go back. So it's my fault, regardless of the reasons, logical or otherwise. It's it's my fault and it ain't their fault. And I will continue to do this best job that I got now at Max. Be kind to my students. Be firm with them when I need to be firm with them. Maybe give them a few light slams every now and then. What I mean by just a light slam is, just bounce them off the dash, the back door, the ceiling. Just pick them up and throw them, give them a few lights. I would never do that. That's just a joke. I would I would deserve to be behind. As bad as I'd like to have a taser every now and then, I would never do that. I actually have to say, I'm really I'm impressed. Most days, it's pretty good as far as the behavior goes. It's pretty good. I would never give them a few light slams. I mean, you gotta understand. You gotta know, as a bus driver, you see parents, and there's some of them you just know you don't want to deal with. Forget about your employer. You got, when you haul up to 50 kids behind your back, you certainly don't want to give none of them a light. You better be dang close to that family before you give a kid a slam or a busting. As much as they would probably need. If I would ever do that, they would certainly deserve it. But you don't ever want to do that. That's people get. I can't even believe I said that as a joke, but that's not the way I am. And but anyway, I've been trying to go back, and that's not what this video was meant to be. I just, when I get talking about it, it's kind of hard to stop, But Linux tomorrow. I haven't been coughing. Okay, so here's the story. I had to share this with you. It has nothing to do with Linux or school. I get headaches. I've been trying to go on a diet for a long time. I have started a diet, and the diet, I'm trying not to eat past 6 o'clock. And I'm not eating the breakfast that I've been eating. I'm just trying to cut back, trying to cut back on sugar for sure. I do put a creamer in my coffee still. But anyway, for quite a while, I was getting 2, sometimes 3 NOS, these big NOS a day, and I just started coughing for no reason. You get this feeling in your throat, and it made me want to cough. So I was like, maybe I got congestion, and I could have. I did for a while, but I think I got over that. But I think the NOS was, I was drinking so much of them, it was burning my throat. And anyway, a couple of days ago, I drank my last NOS, and it really wasn't because I wanted to. That's why I think God, He watches over us when we least we don't see Him, but He does things that for some reason He don't reveal to us. I don't know why he does it that way, but that's His choice. He's the boss, right? But so the gas station, Kent, had these NOS, and it was just so convenient because I could go right by there to turn left on Thompson Road, and I go down that way to pick up my first kid off of Chicken Run. So I go right by the gas station. So I'd go in there, and some days I'd get me a biscuits and gravy. Most days I wouldn't get that, but I would get a NOS and a beef stick. They ran out. I think I bought every daggone one of them. because I get one in the morning. Sometimes I get one on the way in to pick up the kids in the afternoon to take them home, and then on Bouquet when I get to Versailles, I get one there. So some days I probably had 3, and once I stopped it, my coughing has gone down. It's not completely gone yet because it hasn't been that long, but I miss them. I like the flavor. If I wished I could get that flavor in another drink that wasn't, I don't know what it is because it didn't burn my throat and it wasn't like any other soft drink really. It must be something in it that I was getting too much of. I don't know. So I'm getting better in that area. But so this very short video is turned out to be a doozy. You all right, Byron?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I started coughing and hacking when I got in the shower.
Started hacking and coughing in the shower?
Yeah.
Well, you should have stayed in the shower and washed yourself up. Might help you feel better. Did you take a shower?
Yep.
Oh, you did? But, anyway, tomorrow, 6 o'clock, Makulu shift, or not shift, Makulu-Max. They do have a version called shift, but Max is their Max. I guess that means it's their all-out, feature-rich Linux distribution. So, and if it does all the things it says it can do in the video, then Tracy might be impressed. Tracy might be impressed. But tomorrow, 6 o'clock, be here for Linux. Pray for me. Pray for yourself. And don't pray these small prayers because we serve too big of a God to be praying for a slice of bread. Pay for a truckload. If you need bread, pray for a truckload. Pray big. You know, there's a lifetime supply. I mean, there's nothing too big. And don't forget to pray for other people, not just yourself. Don't be selfish.